Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn the portion second unit. Okay, unit two poem. Unit two poem. Last week we saw that the prose, first prose, the wind and the hand out hill. Okay, the portion is almost over. You are fully understand about that prose. I think so. Anyhow, today we are going to learn the poem. It's a memory poem. It's a listeners. The listeners. It's a memory poem. So you just listen very carefully. Here. One section, you are walking into the grove at 12 noon, you feel that somebody is following you. When you look behind, nobody is there. How would you feel? What would you do? Share it in the class. Okay, first one. When you get a chance to walk in the grove, okay, otherwise or cemetery at 12 o'clock, okay, you get a chance, okay, by chance, you just walking through where as a grove in a grove at 12 o'clock in night time. At that time you feel, okay, it is a darkened time, you feel someone is just following you, okay, someone is just behind you, okay, you thought that, but you just turn and look at that, but nobody is there. What do you feel? Okay, what did you feel? Just imagine it and think about that. If you just frightened or be panic, otherwise just afraid, okay, just describes, otherwise you just think yourself, okay, that has happened because this poem is just summarized, means that is also just saying in the night time the traveler just travel through the forest. So only I am saying like this. Okay, we just start the poem. First line, is there anybody there? Is a traveler knocking the moonlit door. Okay, the first line is describing, is he is asking, who is asking here? One of the traveler. Okay, traveler means one who is traveling one place to another. Okay, so we just say that as a traveler. Likewise, one of the traveler is asking, anybody is there? Okay, but he's asking, is anybody is there? Okay, and he just when is asking such a question and just knocking the door. Yes, knocking on the moonlit door. That's so why I mentioned the moonlit means that is a night time. Okay, night time only he's just knocking at sometimes it's midnight, otherwise early morning, whatever maybe. Okay, we don't know, but it's happened in the night time. He's asking, is anybody is there? He's knocking the door and asking, is anybody is there? Okay, here, and his horse is silent charm the grasses. His horse is, yes, his horse in the silence charmed the grasses. Okay. Now we can understood if the travel through what? With the horse. By the horse. Okay. So in the situation when he is just knocking the door, okay, and asking, anybody is there? Okay, anybody is there? He's asking. In that time his horse is just charm the grasses. Just charm the grasses. Okay, his horse is silence charm the grasses of the fast ferny flow, and the birds flew up under the turret. Okay, here the ferny means, just turn the next page, consisting of the flowerless plant and a small tower of the projects from the wall of a building. Okay, here in this time, in night time, the moonlit is mentioned here, so we just confirm it, this is a night time is happening here. He's just knocking the door, and at the same time the house just charmed the grasses in the same way. What's happened? That some of the birds were just flew over the head and just kept on where? In the floor. Okay. Otherwise, the little bit building. Likewise, you just mentioned that chimney. Okay, in a house there is a chimney. Likewise, above the traveler's head, and he smote upon the door again and the second time, is there anybody there? He said. Okay, first he just knocked the door and asked him if anybody is there. Okay, but he didn't get any answer from them, so he just waited some minutes, and after that again he just knocking the door and asking what? Said, anybody is there? Is there anybody is there? Just speak out, just answer me. Likewise. Okay, again a second time, but no one descended to the travelers. No one is answered to him. Okay, no one is answered to him. No head from the leaf fringed still, laying over the looked into the his grey eyes. Okay, here still mentioned here also the horizontal piece of timber beneath the window or a door. Okay, here no head from the leaf fringed still, leaned over the looked into his grey eyes. Okay, he's mentioned about the grey eyes. Why he mentioned about the grey eyes? Because he's a traveler on who just from where the foreigner. Okay, you can see the foreigner's eyes means it's like as a what color? It's a green color. Okay, and also just think about that. That means the person is just like what? It's a old man like that. Okay, it's a long traveler, the old age. Okay, here no head from the leaf fringed still, leaned over the looked into his grey eyes. Okay, there's a grey eyes because it's a night time. He's just looking at the every door and window behind side beside the door, and no one is just answer and no one is come forward and look otherwise look or answer to this traveler. Okay, so he just fully disappointed. Then but only the host of Pantham listeners. Okay, before that one of the line I missed, sorry, here where he stood perplexed and still. Okay, something is fully still, no one is just move here and there and all, no one is just shaking in there. Okay, but being still, being very calm, being very silent in man. Then but only the host of Pantham listens. Okay, but he just fully thought that who is listen here? Some of the Panthams. Okay, some of the ghosts likewise. Okay, likewise he's thinking that Panthams are just listening. Okay, where we see it is also mentioned that it's a dove in the lone house, then the stood listening the quiet in the moonlight. Okay, where the Pantham is just being, where is a sitting on the steps. Okay, there's a steps and looking over. There's a lot of ghosts is like there. Okay, and just looking what is happened here. Someone is just knocking again, asking anybody is there, if anybody is there, we just answer me. And likewise he's saying, but no one is just replying. But this Pantham is just what they are doing. Okay, just listen what is happening outside. Okay, then stood listening in the quiet of the moonlight. Because the night time is the darkened time. The Pantham is just looking what is happening and just listening. Okay, listening the person. Okay, listening is hearing the voice and what is going to happen, and just waiting for the Panthams in the stairs. Okay, steps. Then that voice from the world of men stood thronging. Thronging means a crowding. Thronging means a crowding. Crowding is a fame. The moon beams on the doorstep that goes down the empty hall. The hearkening and the air shaken by the lonely traveler's heart. Okay, but again and again he's just asking, just knocking the door and just saying, otherwise asking, is anybody is there? Please just reply me, answer me. Okay, but no one is help to him. Okay, no one is help to him. Again he's knocking and waiting. It's a traveler to travel through the forest. Inside the forest he just find out now the old house. Okay, old house. We just hope that no one is inside the house. So he just fully hope that, but he just knocking. Okay, it's a moonlight time. It's a night time. It's a dark time. So he just knocking. If he just anybody just open the door and we can just stay there. Okay, I can just stay there. So thought of this traveler again knocking. Okay, he knocking, but no, he didn't get any answer from there. Also, he's still waiting, but no one is just listening. But in this time, some of the Panthams are just listening inside the house. Okay, listening what is happening in outside is what he's